Well, good morning, peoples. So we're looking at February the 20th, 2016. I might take y'all on a little ride around, I don't know. Here's what I'm doing. Done it a couple years in a row or so. That's some of my wired frames that I had left over from last year. Still got a decent little stack of them. Use them for drones. Give the slightly larger boxes, you know, like a double medium or something, one or two of these, and they'll fill it with mostly drones, or a good percentage if you want that queen to make you drones for the year. That's what I'm doing, riding off up in the hills. So I might take y'all along. The boxes that I don't want to draw drones, but I want to give a little bit of space, I'll give them that. So here we go. Yeah, see if we can get moving. Well, happy Saturday, peoples. So we're going to take a look at my drone mama right here. Let's see. Depending on her strength, well, I'm going to have to give her one empty frame at least. I might give her two, depending on how many bees are built up in there. It's chilly up here in the mountains, and I don't know. This is the only survivor in this yard. They are tough as a nail, though. And you see, it's chilly, but I got to go down to the bottom of that hive today. Yeah, so I worked up a little different recipe on the pollen substitute, and I'm liking it better. It's 50% sugar and 50% mega bee, or what is AP23 now, and look like to me that's going to work nicer, and the bees may actually even eat it faster due to its higher sugar content. That's something for another video. Old tripod got superseded, and here's the new high-tech one. Even got a level on it. I won't know how to act with that thing holding the camera for me this year. So yeah, I'm gonna go down through this thing. I just stuck my ear to it and heard a nice little rumble, and took the ratchet strap off, but I ain't been in it since 20 days ago or so, like February the 1st. Came through here and hauled the dead back to the house, and checked on it then. I stuck a little, what did I do? I give it a super of honey and or fall feed. I'd rather call it fall feed because that's more true. I stuck that super of honey on top of it, or fall feed, fed sugar syrup, and gave it a little protein, and that was it really. They were kind of full, but they were over here on the south side. So I'm gonna take all the brood, go down to the bottom with it, and these empties, since the hive is so large, what I had learned getting foundationless wax drawn, if you give a larger hive empties, they'll put a majority of drones in it, usually. And so that'll guarantee me a good population of drones if I give this one empties to start drawing in this time of year. A month from now, they ought to have at least one of these just about drawn and certainly laid up with drones, if I'm reading their mind. Let me get this thing on tripod. So you notice now I'm not going to checkerboard these empties in the middle of the brood. You see, they still have to depend on being able to partly cluster, you know, especially now. What I'm going to do is put it on the outside of the brood, in between the outside brood frame and the outside frame. That way you don't chill anything. If anything were to get chilled, it would be the extreme outside edge of what's there. Now all that's speculating if this thing's strong enough to do this too. May not be, I don't know. We're going to find out. Despite the fact that it's chilly, I'm coming out of my coat because I don't want bees crawling around inside there stinging me. They detect your body heat and they'll cling to you this time of year. There's your queen, still looking good. So what I did was, you see that empty 2014 frame? That's where their brood stopped off. They got brood on them two little frames right there. So that's where it's going to begin. Actually, what I may do is move it over this way so that doesn't get chilled, because we're still looking at cold nights and rather chilly days, particularly up here. So what I'll probably do is do this. See, the bees have a tendency to want to cling to you. They fly up kind of defensively and land on you, and they say, hey, that's warm. And so that's why I don't particularly like to wear a coat, because they'll crawl down in your collar and up your sleeves and all kind of stuff because you're warm. Alright, this is dry wax mostly. So I'm going to tote that back to the house. I'm going to find some up in that other super, the top super, I'm going to find some capped stores and stick that down in there. That way when they move over to it in March, they'll find something to use. Yeah, see, that's looking a little better. Yeah, a little chunk of propolis. Absolutely no pollen to amount to anything in that box. So See how I put that on there? Picture your little brood pattern in the middle, that on the outside edges. As that brood expands up into that second box, they'll eat all that up. Should. Notice I haven't been stung the first time. Not now one sting. Alright, I'm going to ratchet strap that baby back down and go. That's in good shape, slap through March, I reckon. Or mid-March. I'll come back and check on them. Yeah, that's it. See, when I split that hive now, if I take some splits somewhere else, what I'll do is leave that frame of drones that they draw in there and let her keep making them through the season. Alright, so I got her all ratchet strapped back down and good to go. Yeah. Catch y'all at the next place. Still got battery enough to do it. Alright peoples, here we are at another one. Right in here, right there was where I had that mean one that shook out and brought the little old February swarm back home. And I was expecting that box to be dead. Stuck my ear to the top entrance a second ago and about had one run in it, so that's usually a good sign. I don't know. That's the one that would have gotten slightly artificially strengthened, so I'll use her drones. She was I don't know, she looked like she would possibly survive, but it was on the edge. This is drone mama here. This box should be possibly better than the other one that we previously went through. Same charger. Quite a few black fuzzies around, been known to be. Of course, well, never mind, but just a precaution anyway. Alright, let's get into this one. Alrighty, this is gonna have me got me curious. The ones that live, you can't have kill them. The ones that die, just get on with it. Some interesting variety of mold growing up in there. Check her out, peoples. A nice little black queen. Got a few dead bees in the bottom, so I'm gonna go get another super and switch out that bottom box. Alright, so y'all can see how I do this. You'll see me incorporate that drone frame in there now. You can see they suffered from some of the mite die-off. The colonies that completely die out, you'll have the whole cluster dead in the floor. So you can tell they're dealing with it. There's one trying to drag a string of dead ones out now. But just to keep it clean, when I see that, I clean them up. Scrape that out and tote it to the house. Let's go look at the next one. See how much time I got left on the camera. See how this one is now. I can expect about anything with this one. I was expecting death, but sometimes you get surprised. You can see there's a pretty decent little pile of dead ones right there. Well, they still plugging along just a little. I ain't gonna put anything with them. I'm not gonna mess with drone frame or anything. Show y'all this queen though. It'll take that crowd till no telling when. Small cluster, but they'll make it. I don't think they're gonna die now. Despite their flighty nature, I ain't been stung yet. She's just hanging out, that's all. Yeah, they'll make it. Well, that's it, people. Leave that like it is. Got plenty of stores in there, and so load up and go to the house. What you call Jones Home Security, people. If that sting don't work, there's another one that will. No, I figured y'all like seeing this thing here. Let me see. Get some stuff that I had. See, we're gonna be doing drones definitely with this one. Some dead out stuff there y'all looking at. Yeah, this one down here, interesting little character. See, the last one y'all caught video of, this is her sister. This is her sister, but this is a brown queen. And the last one y'all saw on video, wait a minute, it was that bigger one. It was the one before last, not that little single. Well, this is her sister, that black queen that I got video of. How are we going to do this? Wind noise? Probably. I'll keep this thing from falling over. Try that. Well, I'm about to get crazy with this high-tech new tripod. Well, good evening, bees. This thing feels like a heater. Supposed to, eh? Listen, lovelies. Remind y'all whose yard's in there too. A little bit of drone brood. They put in the drone brood right in the worker cell. So. All these little brown bees. Where you at, Marvelous? I bet I missed seeing her down there in the bottom. Nope, there she is. Interesting little tiger stripe looking thing. Ain't she something? Mama was black, her sister's black. She's kind of tiger stripe, and you can see all of her daughters. Ain't a black bee in there to amount to much, if any. That's how it goes. Black's hard to hold on to. I done seen that. As far as selecting for the color. Hard to hold on to. Y'all want some drones, huh? Let's do it then. I'm gonna put their drone frame right up against the edge of the brood. Since there's so many bees in this box, it shouldn't chill. Put it right there. They ought to fill that thing up for long. So there you are, people. There's another one. Right nice little box of bees there. I'm gonna let her play drone mama here in the yard. Might test a couple splits off of her. Various places, different matings, and see what happens. No guarantees on her daughters, but she herself's alright. Well, since I'm at it, show y'all Arbor Vitae's only surviving daughter. I got a light on the smoker now. That out your way for now. I don't think they're going to be strong enough to stick a drone frame in there. Might, you just can't never tell really. She a pretty thing. She might be around a while. And she'll throw some decent daughters. Time will tell. Looks like a mama. May as well run up here and look at cold flower too while we're at it. Alright. Let's see what's happening. Got a little patch of brood from a while back, capped. It wasn't much in there last time I showed her to y'all. Old queen. think I'm gonna hold off on the drones on this one. I'm gonna just let her build up and split them. She won't be a honey hive this year. I can tell by the way she's performing. But, she needs to be split up and raise some young queens off of her. So there's y'all the cold flower. There it is, people. Done deal.